According to the National Retail Federation, Americans will spend approximately $10.1 billion on Halloween-related items this year. That is an insane amount of money. Hey guys, it's Amanda. If you're new to the channel, I'm an American who's been living in the UK for nearly 10 years, and I post about my life and experiences living here, as well as weekly reactions requested by all of you. This month has been all about Halloween, as it's one of my favorite times of the year. Since moving here, I still enjoy it, but there are certain things that I really miss, and that's what we're going to talk about today. But when you think about Halloween in the US, what comes to mind? Let me know in the comments. Number 1. Pumpkins. In the US, during the entire month of October, you'll see pumpkins all over, in shops, inside houses, pretty much everywhere you go. Now, unless I go to a pumpkin patch, I only see them in boxes in supermarkets to buy, or very rarely outside someone's house here. I miss seeing all the jack-o'-lanterns and the painted pumpkins on the porches. They just aren't as popular here, but in all fairness, the US produces something like 2 billion pumpkins each year, and the UK produces around 15 million. So that is a huge difference. Number 2, decorations. My whole family really go crazy with Halloween decorations. We have pumpkins, witches, ghosts, lights, cobwebs, fake spiders, you name it, we probably have it. But it's not just us though. So many people get involved. I remember growing up, people would even have like haunted houses inside the garages that kids would walk through if they wanted candy. How times have changed. That would definitely never happen now with all the crazies that are in the world. But since moving to the UK, I do see the occasional pumpkins and decorations outside, but nothing like what we do in the US, and not nearly as many people do it. It is really far and few in between. I interrupt this video for a quick announcement. I've officially launched my second channel, Amanda Ray ASMR. I'll put a link in the description. If that sounds like your thing, then I really appreciate you heading over to check it out and hit that subscribe button, as it really does help the channel grow. Back to the main event. Number 3, trick-or-treating. Now that I have my girls, this is probably one of the things I miss the most. I have so many wonderful childhood memories of dressing up, running from door to door collecting candy with family and friends. But sadly, trick-or-treating is becoming less popular in the States because people are, jerks and can't be trusted. In recent years, there's been like needles and razors, all sorts put into kids' candy, which is absolutely disgusting. And because of that, fewer parents are letting their kids go out, which of course is understandable. And it's a sad world that we live in now, and things have changed so much, and maybe that's why it hasn't really caught on here, and it isn't popular in the UK. That would make a lot of sense. But if I'm perfectly honest, I guess when I really think about trick-or-treating, I think I miss what it used to be years ago, and not what it is now. But what are your thoughts? Why do you think it's not really popular in the UK? And I do want to stress, I do know that some places do it. Do it?
Nice.
I know that some towns and cities and things do trick-or-treating, but it is quite rare. So let me know. Number 4, Halloween events. I'm by no means saying that there aren't any in the UK, but the ones that I've come across are for small children, whereas in the US, there are Halloween activities for all ages, so everyone really gets involved. I do feel like most people here would find it really odd if adults dressed up and had huge parties, but that is super common where I'm from, especially where I grew up. There was always like parties in barns surrounded by cornfields, which is just as spooky as it sounds, but everyone dressed up, and the whole place was like covered in pumpkins and decorations and lights, and it was brilliant. Lots and lots of fun. Number 5, candy corn. I know this is really odd to be on the list, but there is some candy or sweets for my British viewers that I just cannot get here, and Halloween just isn't the same without candy corn. But basically all it is sugar shaped like a tooth, and saying it out loud makes it sound awful, but it is so yummy. There isn't anything close to it here, so I had my family send bags and bags of it over from the States. It is like a love-hate thing. You either really, really like it, or you think it's disgusting. But if you ever get the chance to try it, you definitely should. I know many people think that we are over the top with things.
It's true.
Especially holidays. And yes, we can be. But is that really such a bad thing? We all just like to have a good time. But that is just a handful of things that I miss about Halloween since moving here. I just think it's one of the things that we do really, really well. What comes to mind when you think about Halloween in the good US of A? And as always, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, smash that like button if that's what you're into, and I'll see you in the next video.